I swear, man, you can never find anything when you need it. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. I'm going to jump right on this guitar. I thought we was going to set it up on the last video on it. We didn't get to. Ran into, I forget what we did run into. Anyways, I got to find a spring for that saddle we had. I forgot about that. I drove a block in the back of it here and just blocked the trim, so it's a hardtail now. And I still haven't found that plate that goes over the back of it. I've looked everywhere, man. I have looked everywhere and I can't find it. I made one out of a CD box, you know what I'm talking about, painted it black, but I'm not going to put it on there. It's just, I could just barely bend it a little bit like that, and it cracks and shatters and goes all over the place. Drilled holes in it, and I figured the drill bit, you know, would crack the ends of it. Well, it did. Had that one, you can see there. Anyways, this was an idea I had, and I thought, well, if I can find some pickguard material, that'd be perfect. I'm out of pickguard material right now. In fact, it's on order right now, but this guitar's going to be going home. It'll be going by the time the pickguard material gets here. Anyways, I think I showed you the strings we're putting on it is Ernie Ball Hybrid. You can't see it because of the sticker on there, but that's what the pack looks like. There are 9s to 46s. So let me get you and bring you over. Let's get right into it. We're going to hear this puppy tonight and see what it sounds like and set it up and make it play. Hold on. Flash flood watch and look at the humidity. Look at that humidity, folks. 97%. Good Lord, no wonder my sinuses are like they are. This is what the new owner of this guitar, the winner of it, said he liked, and I didn't have any of them, so I ordered him a set. Like I say, I want my guitar winning buddies, ladies or gents, whichever, to be happy with their purchase. I can't believe that went through there that easy. Coolness. I know some people put all the strings through the body before they do it. I usually end up making a mess if I do that. So I just like to rather go this route. I guess you're not seeing very much there, are you? Okay, how's that? Knock the whole shelf down. How about that? And I put quite a few winds on these unwound strings around the peg I'm talking about. Well, I did bring you back early, so I guess I lied. This comes up a lot in questions, and I showed this years ago on this channel, but I figured I'd show you again, talking about how many windings on the key. What I do, this is a 5th string, there's the 5th key. What I do is just pull the string up to the next key above, like so. Here's where it's got to go. Pull it up to the next one. That's where you want to put your bend at, if you're strong enough to bend it. And then stick it in the hole. Pull it up to your bend. That's where you want to lock it down. And that, on just most instruments, works out about right all the time. I want to make sure that that winding goes under. Yeah, that did. These keys feel pretty good on this guitar. And then the part that's left out, sticking out here, I always bend it the opposite direction. You know, here's a better example. Stick the thing up to your bend, okay? And then as you start to tighten the key, bend this in around, you know, the opposite direction as much as you can. And you get a lot better grip that way. It just kind of helps it hang on longer, more stable rather. If I was going to offer you another tip about putting on new strings, I would say put your strings on, tune it up. It's not up to pitch, but it's in tune. Get about the center of your string scale 12th fret, 14th fret along that area, and just do this to every string. And your tuning string stretching problems will be over before they start. I might go over them a couple of times even and do this. Brand new strings. They'll wear you out, man, if you don't stretch them. They'll drive you batty. That's why I got the name the Nutty Professor, because I didn't used to stretch my strings out. You can break them. You don't want to do that. Just stretch them out good. Alright, she's up to pitch now. I'm just going to check the nut action here. I like to, down there where I can see it. I like to see about 16 to 18 thousandths on that. That one's just a little bit lesser than 16. That's good. That's going to be some good action, nut action. That's exactly it on the first string. Second's good and the third's good. Check that out, man. 16,000 exactly on the money. Hold on. Now on my own electric guitars, I like to set my neck relief at 10 thousandths on electric guitars. Usually I set them at 12 on acoustics. But the new owner of this guitar told me that he has pretty heavy hands, so I'm going to set this at a 12, and I'm going to come all the way back to, what is that, the 20th fret or so. Oh wow, whole bunch of neck relief. Got to get down there where I can see it. No, that's good. Yeah, I think it is raising string. Yeah, it is for sure. So we're going to have to adjust a little bit, I think. Yeah, it won't even go under there. 12 won't even go under it. Hear it? Okay. So that means we got to loosen the truss rod. And I've already got the wrench here to do it with. 5mm, I think's what that was. I think that's, yeah, that's it. There it went. String's right in the way. Let's try that. Some truss rods are very touchy like that. See what I mean? That did it. It might be just barely lifting a tiny bit on that one. And that one. This first one here, it's not. Yeah, maybe it is a little bit still yet. I swear, man, I'm going blind. Now that changed it. Remember how it was making a noise when I pulled it out? It's not doing that now. So we have 12 thousandths neck relief. Now, the guy told me, we didn't get in an argument about it. He says, set your neck relief either in playing position or standing straight up and down like this. Okay? He said it'll change every time. Now he swore by it. It won't, I'm telling you. I wasn't going to argue with the guy in comments about it, but I did reply to his comment and told him I've only been doing this 40 years or 45 years, something like that. And he said he wasn't trying to, you know, start anything. But anyways, it's not going to make any difference. I'm going to prove it to you right now. Because I'm going to stand the guitar up like he said to do. Let me get my 12 back out. Wow, something fell short. Let me get the 12 back out here. Hold the same fret. And there is no change. It's still 12. It's like I knew it would be. So I hope he watches this video. I used to hear people talking about the setting intonation and playing position and all this jazz. And you know, your ear is not going to detect that much difference, man. I'm telling you. I'm getting, let's see, where am I at here? I can't look at the guitar this way. There's the 10th fret right there. It's tight on that one, but these others have not changed at all. I knew they wouldn't, but I wanted to show that just to make sure. Now if I check it like this, it's still going to be 12. It's a tight 12, but it's still 12. I knew it wasn't going to change. See, that just barely skims the string, whereas a little bit ago it was hitting it pretty good. Alright, what are we going to do now? Let's get this stuff off of it. Oh, you can't see too good. Well, maybe you can. Get this out. I want to check that and make sure it's still in tune. And we'll come back and start on the, I just set the pickup heights yet. And I know it's not intonated. I know that for a fact because all these are straight. I did put a spring on there, by the way, on that first one. It's not like the rest of them, but it's got a spring on it now. So it'll do the job. It works. The guitar's got a 12-inch radius in the neck. Now you probably can't see this from up there, but maybe you can. It's 12 inches. So we want to match that radius back here. See if we're anywhere near it. And we are not. No. Well, I got to go find a little Allen wrench for these. I forgot about those. Anyways, we're going to set this to have a 12-inch radius in it to match the neck. This thing's going to be a killing playing machine. Hold on. If you have to tighten these, I would recommend taking the string tension off of them, okay? So, you know, it's okay to loosen those under string tension. I've always did that. But I would never recommend tightening them under string tension. Wow, I can't even see that, man. I just have to feel it go in. It's already better. See, like that first string, I'm going to have to loosen them, let it down. That one, I guess it does need to go down. I didn't think it did. The first one. Alright. Try to keep them even. And then once they're set and the radius is right, if you ever have to adjust those again, just count your number of turns. See, that fixed it. Second one needs to come down. That was loose. It didn't even feel tight at all. Just want the strings just to touch on that, you know, you want this just to touch every string. This one maybe could come down a little bit more, but that first one's one that needs it most. I'll get this little bastard in there. Okay, we got to set the pickup height on it or check them now. Now I'm going to use Gibson specs on that because it works with almost every guitar. As soon as I find 30 seconds, 64s. And when you know, it'd be the very last way I picked it up. Got to note the last string here. I don't know, you probably, I got to get up here in the light anyway to see this myself. Gibson's recommendations are 3/30 seconds on the neck pickup, and that's what that is. Dead on. That one needs to come up just a little bit. If I can get in there to, I can't see the screw head. Let's try that. 3/30 seconds. Let's see, I picked that up. Well, I almost got it right that time, I think. Yeah, it's 3 seconds. Note the last fret and the highest point of the pickup. 3/30 seconds. On the bridge pickup, they recommend 1/16. Now, that's going to have to come way up. I can tell you just by looking at it. The bridge pickup's got to come up a bunch, man. So I'll go ahead and do that. You know, you fool with 64ths and 32nds and stuff like that as much as I do, you can almost eyeball it and tell, you know, if it's anywhere near or not. Yeah, that's getting close. Alright, where's it at? 30 seconds. Make sure that camera is it is running, yeah. See the little red light. 1/16 of an inch. It's 2/16, or a little more than that. String action. He said he was pretty hefty handed, so I'm going to come down here 12, 13, 14, 15th fret on this. And it's dead on 4/64ths. What's the chances of that happening? 4/64ths and 5/64ths. Wow, didn't even have to do anything raising them up and down. I'll put the arch in them back here, and they're exactly right. Check them at the 12th fret. 5/64ths. A little bit less there, a little bit less than 4/64ths there. Wow, man, yeah, it's time to intonate. That was too easy. Hold on. I'm not going to drag you through this entire process, but I'm going to give you some pointers on intonation. Is a very funny thing, you know. Hopefully you can see that meter. It's got a green light in the middle, a red one on this side, and a red one on the other side of the green light. When it's in tune, the green one lights up. If it's sharp, that's harmonic. This is noted, and it is sharp. When you're setting intonation, you got to know how the guitar is going to be played. Now, this guy said he was heavy-handed. Okay, so that means I don't set this up like I do my guitars. I got to set it where it intonates, you know, with a pretty good punch. Not that hard, but I'm hitting the string pretty hard right there. If he was light-handed like me, you know, I would set it to a much lighter touch. In some instances you can go sharp because you hit the string so hard. See what I mean? Someone with a very light touch like that. So I'm going to set it for a heavy-handed person. That's something you got to take into consideration. Okay, you can see it's noting sharp. I hope you can see that. What that means is the distance from the center of the scale to the saddle needs to be longer. Okay? So I'm just going to get a hold of it with a screwdriver here. Pull it back a pretty good bit. Of course I'll have to retune. Harmonic. Noted. See, that helped it, but it's still sharp. Especially if you hit it hard. Maybe I can show you that here. Touching it easy. No, it's still going sharp. Alright, well, let's just pull it back. If I kept you here through all of these, I'm sure we would eventually run into, I could show you. There, you see on the initial pluck, it's in tune. As it dies down, it goes flat. So for a real light-handed person, if they hit it easy, see, it's going to go note flat right off the bat. It's never going to come up to pitch. That's what I was talking about. I'm glad I got that to do that. Okay, there we are. Harmonic and note. It's still a little bit sharp. Wow. These saddles are all funky. They're way out of line from where they should have been. See how it dies down? It's dead on when you pluck the string hard, and then it dies down. But if you pluck the string easy, it's flat. Always remember that when you're intonating a guitar. There's the harmonic. I didn't hit it very hard. Harmonic. Always just check the harmonic. And noted. I hit it hard that time and it's right. Okay, there you go. Okay, there's the bridge. That's these two. Man, that's a hot pickup right there, that humbucker. That's the middle one only. Listen how much weaker these single coils are. That's the single coil. There's the double coil. Okay, there's the middle one again. The front. You can hear it losing power. And then the neck pickup. That is one hot pickup right there, man. Anyways, it's all good, man. There's no racket. All the electronics work good now. Nice and clean. I mean, how noisy that switch was. So Brian, I think you're going to be real happy with it, man. It is a killer playing guitar. Wow, it's just my hands look like they are, and I haven't played in a week probably. Well, not that long, 3 days, 4 days maybe, and I can play it. So I know anyone else, it'd be easy for them to play. Ozzy Osbourne. Anyways, it's a done deal, man. Brian, thank you, man. And enjoy. It's yours. I gotta wipe it up. I've got fingerprints literally all over it now. I'm sorry, man, I don't have that back plate. I've got one, but it's for that Schartiger guitar, and it's white. It wouldn't match, you know, with the black and red. They seem to like the black and red on this one, and it just wouldn't look right. I checked it. I started to put it on there, and the screw holes wouldn't line up. So maybe you can find one of those somewhere. I don't know. Maybe you can make one if you have pickguard material, or I don't know. I just couldn't find anything, man. I could not find anything to make that out of, except a CD box that I showed you, and it was a fail. That stuff's too hard anyways. That's the fan and that amp that you're hearing. I'll shut the amp off, but it still will go ahead and make noise. Anyways, thank you guys. Getting another guitar contest started real soon. Come on over to Patreon, get in on it. You got to go through one Patreon billing cycle to enter the contest. So if you want to get in on it, get on it now. I'm going to have some acoustic guitars too soon to have contests on and give those away. Probably, I don't know if we'll do that. It would take I'll let you guys choose which guitar you want to be in the next contest, an acoustic or electric, probably. Or I might just do the Schartiger guitar next. I don't know, we'll see. Cheers. Thanks for watching.